Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche La NBA, an annual tradition in the NBA celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it. And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge down on the sideline. David?
Well, it took 5 long months, but Anthony Davis's trade...
And DA, that's the standard for the Lakers organization. Thanks for that report. Now a chance, guys, to examine the rebounding numbers over the past months for him.
And those are some numbers that he can't be happy about. His rebounding totals have taken a dip over the past few months. He's got to get back to giving the kind of effort on the boards we were seeing from him earlier.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. P.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the small forward position. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Green out there with Avery Bradley, and it's McGee in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Davis. They grab their own miss. McGee's shot is off. It's Harden with the drive, and the jam by Harden.
And when Harden sees a clear lane to the hoop, just move out the way. He jumps on it, so relentless in how he exploits open space.
And so it's the Lakers with it. 4-point game. And for James Harden, he loves to be put on an island and go one-on-one against a defender.
Well, yeah, last season, Harden had as many ISOs called for him as some teams ran in. And that's all because of his coach. His coach calls the games that way. It's his bread and butter. And there isn't much you can do to stop him with one defender.
And Westbrook gets it to go.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
James, no good.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
Covington, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
A championship standard in L.A. with the Lakers. The expectations will always be high.
Oh, yeah, Jay, you've been there with me. I mean, we've both looked up in the Raptors and seen those 16 championship banners up there. I mean, and with LeBron James in the fold, the expectation is to get to 17, 18, 19. You know, this is the type of guy I like, from undrafted to a quality role player. I mean, he has heart. He's gotten better every year. Covington adds a lot to this team. He can let that thing fly, too. He's a fearless shooter.
Here's Bradley. Rockets with the rebound.
Just 1 for 5 from the field now? I mean, they've come out flat. They need to pick up the energy.
Offensive rebound. Covington with the bucket.
It's easy to admire Covington. Even when the defense gets rough with him, he stays with it.
Lakers have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. It's Bradley on the wing. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Well, Chris, as we wind toward the end of the regular season, what do you notice as an analyst that you didn't notice when you were playing?
I think what I didn't notice when I was playing was everything that goes on around the arena. Now I get to the games a couple of hours early. I get to interact with fans. I get to see game productions. The business of basketball, just how much everyone loves the game, from Adam Silver down to someone at the concession stands at the arena, how it really is a community and a family. Because when I was in Sacramento, I'm just playing for Sacramento. I didn't realize how many people in New York and Detroit and other places supported not only us in Sacramento, but their home teams, and just seeing how passionate everyone in the business of basketball, how passionate they are, and that's just something awesome to be a part of.
And reportedly, LeBron James spends over $1 million a year just on training and maintaining his body.
Well, money well spent. I mean, for his age, the most minutes played in NBA history, he's doing everything possible to extend his prime.
And the second free throw, good. And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
And Westbrook, here we go, and the layup falls.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And again, no good by the Lakers.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open three like that.
Covington finds Westbrook. Houston moving it around. Tucker, the pass to Westbrook. Shoots over Bradley. Westbrook, no good.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Passes it to Bradley. Now here's LeBron. 29 points for him last game against Houston.
While he was doing that, I mean, dropping buckets. He was keeping everybody else involved, too. I mean, he had a tremendous night facilitating.
Westbrook kicks to Covington. It's Harden with the drive, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Davis.
Well, that's straight out of Harden's playbook. Go on the attack, drive the lane, force the defense into foul.
For Houston, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And the Lakers making a change here. Kuzma's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Green against Harden. Green, no luck. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Rockets. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers. And Westbrook gets it to go.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
James outside. Kuzma outside. No good from outside. Houston leading by 9. Outside, Covington. In the corner, Harden. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Harden's got 8.
They are just killing them on the interior.
LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
A nice shot by LeBron.
The biggest fear any opponent has, I mean, watching LeBron go to work inside, I mean, you know what the results are going to be.
Pass to House. Covington kicks to House. Back to Covington. Here is House. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. McGee dishes to Bradley. To the inside, Kuzma. That one drops for him.
It takes some strength to finish through that kind of contact, and Kuzma's definitely put in his share of work in the weight room.
Westbrook passes to Covington. The kick out to Westbrook. To the wing right side. Pass to Tucker. Harden outside. Takes a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 11.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
McGee, the pass to James. Sinks that one from the post. James has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
I mean, he's finding some good shots early on, and what you like about it, he's not trying to do too much.
Harden, the pass to House. Out to the right wing. Harden outside, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee.
And now look at Robert Covington. A strong stretch of play the last 10 games. 3rd in blocks. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And you aren't top 3 in blocks unless you're committed to dominating in that category. His awareness and hustle is off the charts. Very impressive. And a deep 3 from Harden. Drops in the tray. Harden's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Rockets. Now James. 7 points in the game. Shoots over Covington, and the Lakers tack on 2 more.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Harden kicks it to Tucker. The pass to Covington. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, you got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
Passes it to Rondo. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Just 5 on the clock. James way outside. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. To the middle. A nice shot by Tucker. And the Rockets lead by 13.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. A tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played. And Los Angeles with some changes. Morris is checked in for LeBron. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Green. Houston also making some changes. Jeff Green, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Damari Carroll comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Rockets leading by 11. Pass to Rivers. And the wide open shot from Green. And Houston again with the bucket.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Outside Rondo. That one doesn't go. Gordon with the defensive effort. Here's Rivers, and finished off by Rivers.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Caldwell-Pope outside. And there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You take a look at Los Angeles. They've continued to play strong basketball, if not utterly dominant, as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that #1 spot the whole way there. And, of course, there's the Rockets, down 4 spots from them.
And I think for the Rockets, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
Yeah, they'll be there in the playoffs. I'm sure of that. It's just a matter of how high they'll be seated.
The high post shot. Caruso, no good. Now the Rockets with it. They're on a 16-6 run. And the basket by Harden.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Lakers trailed by 19. Caruso looking for an opening. Green with the block.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
And the shot goes down. Harden's got 18 points in the game.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Oh, the former Georgetown Bulldog, Jeff Green, now a veteran in the NBA. I mean, he's bounced around the last handful of years, but he's a smart player who still knows how to make an impact.
Howard, the pass to Rondo. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Rondo's got his second bucket tonight.
Oh, improving his floor awareness. Howard has a decent sense for when his guys are open.
And for Green, who is almost out of the league due to a heart condition, he's had a great career.
He has, Kevin. I mean, he's never been an all-star, but his production has never been lacking at any of his stops. I mean, lately, Green has been best as a leader for the second unit, who came up with a handful of scores every game.
And some great moments for Rajon Rondo. Helped Boston to a title back in 2008. And as we know, he's a 4-time All-Star.
Yeah, one of the most honorary, toughest, and smartest players in the league. he devours films. I mean, he makes his son watch film. You see that? His 4-year-old son is watching film with him. What's going on, man? But he's made it clear, once his playing days are done, he wants to be an NBA coach.
McLemore's checked in for the Rockets. Gordon finds Carroll. Rivers in the corner. Over Rondo, and off the front iron, and in it goes. He has 6.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Caldwell Pope outside. Howard with it. Now Green defending. Offensive rebound. And Howard slams it home.
It's a battle boxing Howard out. Too big, too strong.
Rivers with it. 11-point game his last outing. Outside Gordon. From deep. That shot off, and it's the Lakers the other way. Caruso kicks to Rondo. And it's Rivers with the rebound. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. 16-point lead. Shots good by McLemore.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. They've decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
Houston leading by 16. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. For the 3. The Lakers with the rebound. Howard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. LA's gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. Outside Rondo. Inside. Just 3 on the clock. The shot, no good. James Harden getting it done for the Houston Rockets. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. We'll get right back to the action when we return. LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff field goal.
I always feel like I got it. I always feel like I got it in the clutch.
And you know, Greg, that's the type of confidence you gotta have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late game situations.
And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And guys, we've seen the Rockets really take control here.
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
Morris is out there with Davis, and it's Rajon Rondo. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's Caruso in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward-thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
DA, great assessment, good report, thank you so much. That shot by Caldwell-Pope, no good.
Their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
Lakers trail by 13. Pass to Caruso. To the paint, here's Davis. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Davis has got 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Rockets have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Outside Gordon. Down low, here's Green. The rebound by the Lakers. Home court didn't seem to help any last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time. Caruso, the pass to Caldwell-Pope, and the lead is down inside single digits.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Outside Gordon. The pass to Carroll. Back to Gordon. Clock at 6. From deep three-point range. And Davis pulls it down. The Lakers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Floats it up for Davis. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Yeah, and Rondo just working the ball around there. He loves finding his teammates when they're open in the sweet spots.
Carroll passes to McLemore. Over Caldwell Pope. Shots good by McLemore. McLemore's got his second basket of the night. Lakers trail by 9. Morris outside. Passes to Davis. Shoots over Carroll. It's not going to go for him. So Houston will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. And it's Green with the jam.
There is the unselfishness that coaches love so much. Rivers doing a great job getting it to the open man.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And Damari Carroll is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And Los Angeles with some changes. LeBron comes in for Caldwell Pope, and Bradley's subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And a switch here also for Houston. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Damari Carroll. Here's LeBron. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Pass to Tucker. Kicks it to Rivers. Three-pointer. Bangs home the trifecta. Rivers has got 9.
Oh, it's big when Rivers connects from outside. Really helps space the entire floor for a squad.
Pass to Davis. Fader on the way. It's rebounded by Houston. The pass to Gordon. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Gordon's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, showing how effective he can be. It's crucial that Gordon plays with confidence close to the bucket.
A step-back shot here. Bradley can't get it to go. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. It's a 14-point game. Count that one.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. LeBron against Gordon. Davis in the corner. They need this. It's rebounded by McLemore. Rockets leading by 16. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Hey, Chris, with Dirk retiring, who now has the best fadeaway, you think, in the game from the post position?
It's a man that stole his move. Now, he didn't need to steal it. He just added on to his game. He's a great person. He's not a thief, but he uses that one-leg kick fadeaway, and he's the same height as Dirk. Oh, that's Kevin Durant, the best fadeaway in the game, period.
Towns is developing a nice one, too.
Oh, you know what? I love Towns' games inside, and what makes Towns so good is that he can fade away over the right shoulder. And you know why that makes it so tough? Because he can come over the left shoulder with a jump hook. Most guys with the best fadeaways, they have a counter that already gets you hung in on that counter, and then when you're thinking about that original move, bam, it hits you with the fadeaway.
Outside Bradley. Here's Davis. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Davis has got 10.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
House dishes to Westbrook. Cans it from downtown. 9 points in the game so far.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Here's Bradley. Loads it up for Davis. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, nice look by Bradley, moving it to the open man.
Rockets leading by 15. Out to the right wing. McLemore, the pass to Tucker. Covington trying to break free. And here is LeBron. 11 points in the game. Passes it to Kuzma. James wide open. Westbrook pulls it in.
Oh, the defense with no impact at all. Just didn't have the feel for his jump shot.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's his first trip to the line.
And at 78%, he's been a consistent shooter at the line for them all season long.
And the Rockets making a change here. Harden's checked in. He hits both from the stripe. Now here's Bradley. He's coming off a 10-point game against Houston. James in the post. He's off on that one. Good D by Covington. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Got that one up quick. Harden's got 20 points.
Oh, that's a good way for Harden to keep the D off balance. Use the mid-range hit.
LeBron left side. Yep, that one goes in there.
And he's not going to pass up on chances like that. Even with just a sliver of daylight, he can get to the rim.
Harden outside. Pass to House. Outside Westbrook. Good on the triple. Westbrook's got 14 points for the game.
Even with the D giving him a lot of attention, he's still finding ways to light him up.
Here's LeBron. That misses off the backboard. Rockets leading by 20. Harden the pass to Westbrook. It's stolen by Bradley. There's the dish to LeBron. Westbrook against Bradley. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Last season, the Thunder became the final NBA team to reach an agreement for jersey sponsorship. Have you gotten used to seeing those patches on the various jerseys around the league?
You know what, Kevin? I have. And they're not as intrusive as I thought. I was
Me too.
Man,
I agree.
Yeah, I was so scared of this. I thought it was going to ugly up the jerseys and be bigger than the team logo and things like that. But you know how great this league is when it comes to getting messages out to their fans and promotion. And so we've done a wonderful job. And actually, some I really, really like how they fit the jersey, how the colors matches, and the history of the company, actually. So, no, I think they've done a great job kind of just making sure it just slides in there, not taking away the shine from the team.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? The drive by James, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on James Harden.
Now, when James is attacking like this, it's sometimes overwhelming for the D, and they're forced to compromise. Well, Kev, for all his scoring talent, Kyle Kuzma, he wants to be more. I mean, he's working to round out his game. He's growing as a defender, rebounder, and a playmaker.
And the rejection by James.
Oh, love watching James dominate on defense. An impressive rejection artist.
Harden! Hey, don't leave Harden open!
From deep, Harden.
Now, he had 2 3-pointers in the opening quarter, and it hasn't been able to connect yet here in the second.
It's Bradley on the wing. That's tipped. Westbrook with the steal. And here we go. And here's Harden for 3. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11. C-Web last season, Kuzma making strides as a passer and as a defender.
Oh yeah, Kevin, that's because Rajon Rondo got him in the film room. Rondo! I mean, he improved his recognition, his rebounding. Still an area to work on.
Here's Bradley. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Pass to Howard. 1:46 left in the first half, and there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That's foul number 2 for him. Rajon Rondo's checked in for the Lakers.
Rajon Rondo!
Now here's Howard, guarded by Tucker. Count it! Howard's got his second bucket.
All right, you can't allow Howard to get this kind of position. He's confident in his ability to score inside.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
And he delivers another blow. Something's gotten into him this quarter. He's carrying them offensively.
James finds Green. Back to LeBron.
That's number 2 on him already. A third foul before the half, and he may be grabbing some pine.
This is his third trip to the free throw line in the game.
Shooting for Los Angeles, LeBron James.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, the GOAT watch continues. Every year, every accomplishment goes into the analysis. I mean, LeBron would probably never be able to escape it.
And the Lakers making a change here. Caldwell Pope's checked in. And a switch here also for Houston. Carroll's checked in. Tucker with the ball, working on Howard. Harden scanning the floor. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Oh, that's just fantastic concentration by Harden. Taking the hit like a champ, draining the shot.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. Free throw good, James Harden.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And it's Rondo with the ball for the Lakers. He dishes it to James. To the paint, here's Kuzma, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Kuzma's got 4 this quarter.
I mean, the passing genius of LeBron coming to the surface. I mean, a look that only a few players in the league can make.
Carroll passes to Westbrook. And some nice passing there by Houston. It's stolen by Rondo. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lobbed up there for Howard, and it's Howard finishing it off.
Now, this is the chemistry Howard has with his guys. Fantastic at realizing when to go for alley-oops.
To the inside, Tucker. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
And that one, good. LeBron's got 18 points in the game.
Now, you got to be in awe, James, an offensive juggernaut. He's caught fire here tonight.
His first shot coming late, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Houston, out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. LeBron, are you getting the ball where you want to get it, and is that helping you score?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but not so pleased with how I'm trying to help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the flow, as well as keep myself in a good groove too.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. James Harden was the man in the first. He ended up with 28 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
I love how they opened the game up. They pushed the ball up court at every opportunity, and they put the defense on their heels. But it wasn't just a track meet. It was a well-thought-out strategy that the coaches had way beforehand. We'll see what adjustments get made to try to stop their transition game in the second half.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Lakers?
Well, the bottom line, they got to defend the three-point line much better. They were concentrating all their effort into protecting the paint, and these guys were standing behind the line. Yakum, splaka kataya. And that strategy backfired, Ernie. They gave up far too many open looks, and all those threes killed them.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Taking a look at the Rockets. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the 3 spot. Outside Bradley. Now here is McGee. Defense right on him. Davis. They get it back.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Covington with the bucket.
It's easy to see how Harden's been the league's top assist man before. I mean, he makes the special feeds.
Outside, Davis. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in.
But this is not the start they wanted coming out of the break. 0 for 3 so far, and they're not playing with much intensity.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Poked away, and it's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. This break gives us a chance to see the league's best fast break teams in the second half of the season. They've really ramped up the energy. The Lakers second.
You know, the NBA season is a marathon, but the way they played since the break, man, they're running a sprint. How about that transition offense?
5 on the clock. McGee trying to break free. And Davis gets it to go on the assist by Green.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Tucker with the ball. McGee's there. McGee with the block.
Oh, this is McGee's role. He's out here to defend and to stifle shooters whenever he can.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
What do you think about some of the most powerful dunks, Chris? The tomahawk jam reigning supreme. Do you prefer the one-handed or the two-handed jam?
Oh, man. That's
you
so
did
tough,
both so well.
You know what? I prefer a body-to-body dunk on you. Like, remember what Derrick Rose did over Dragic back in the day? Oh, my goodness, off the 2. Or how about Jordan playing against Atlanta when he pump fakes it with one hand like he's going to shoot it, goes down the lane and dunks on Tree Rollins. But just incredible. Or Blake Griffin dunking on anyone. Or Giannis dunking on anyone. Or Embiid dunking on anyone. Or how about LeBron dunking on anyone? So, me, I just want the showmanship. Doesn't matter if it's one hand, two hands, two legs, one leg, 360, or straight body to body. Just give me something.
Yeah.
Give me something.
I like that. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's foul number 2 for him. Gordon's checked in for Daniel House. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. James finds Davis. And Covington sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington.
Hey, get LeBron! Get LeBron!
Shot clock at 6. Here's LeBron. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, you got to be careful around James. Always looking to get to the line whenever you can.
The Lakers have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%. Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
The shot's good from Westbrook.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
Oh, I do too, Greg. You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
The shot's good. 16 points for Anthony Davis.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
It's been a clinical performance. He's played a huge role and has them in position to grab the W.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Lakers making a change here. Caruso's checked in. The Rockets also changing it up. Green, he's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Ben McLemore in for James Harden. Good on the three-point shot. 24 points for LeBron.
I like how James shoots off the pass. He knows how to catch the D by surprise.
There's the pass to McLemore. Gordon for three. A rebound by the Lakers. Davis has got his fourth rebound in this one. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his third foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Austin Rivers, he's checked in for the Rockets. On defense, Houston. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. LeBron, good.
And the mental fortitude of James. Even when the defense is there, he pays it little attention.
Green against Gordon. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Well, he's got to be disappointed with his performance, but it'll be easier to swallow if they keep the lead.
To the middle. James dishes to McGee. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got 3 assists tonight.
Way to work the inside-out game. Draws the defense in and kicks it out for the open shot.
Green kicks to Gordon. Fires from deep. Trains the three-pointer. Gordon's got 8 points.
Gordon is a tough shot maker. He has the ability to drain difficult ones. Only so much you can do defensively against him.
With the fadeaway. Offensive rebound. Goes back up, and he gets it to go. McGee's got 4 this quarter.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. But taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas, David. Thank you. Right side, Davis. From down in the low post, it goes. 18 points for him.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
And James picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Morris is checked in for JaVale McGee. Rivers finds Gordon. Now here's Green. James covering. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it. How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Yeah, and it's inexcusable, but all too common. Basketball one-on-one. When the shot goes up, put a body on someone.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Rivers. Buries the long-range jumper. Rivers has got 12 points in the game.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And another shot, Davis. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Back to Gordon. And stolen by LeBron. Fast break, the Lakers. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And with a break here, let's look at the stats for Anthony Davis. 3rd in block,
9th in scoring, and he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And you aren't top 3 in blocks unless you're committed to dominating in that category. His awareness and hustle is off the charts. Very impressive. Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Markieff Morris. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Anthony Davis. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for James. And Rajon Rondo subbed in for Green. First free throw is good. Hey, Chris, this year Pioneer Chuck Cooper inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. Long overdue, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, he was the first African-American player ever to be drafted. Let's just think about that. The Jackie Robinson of basketball. He paved the way, and what he endured, and his teammates, by the way, of all colors, is well documented. And I think the Celtics need to, and I think they will retire his number 11 and have it hang up in that famed Raptors of theirs over there.
I agree. Pass to Caruso. And here's Caldwell Pope, defended by Gordon. Caldwell Pope passes to Kuzma. And it's blocked. Gordon deciding where to go with it. And some nice passing there by Houston. From deep. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And that's 15 points for Eric Gordon.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
Bobbed up there for Howard, and it's Howard finishing it off.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Here's Carroll. And he drops it in from the low post. Lakers shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Caldwell Pope outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ben McLemore. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
At the line for your Lakers, Kentavious Caldwell Pope. At the line for 2.
The first one falls.
And Caldwell Pope is a guy you cannot leave open at any time. He just a very good shooter from any spot on the floor.
And the Rockets making a change here. House is checked in. Here's Gordon. He's got 15. And stolen by Kuzma. Caldwell Pope outside. No good on the 3.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
House comes up empty down low. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Kuzma kicks to Rondo. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Pass to Kuzma. 6 on the shot clock. That one goes. Count it. Kuzma's got 8 points.
Well, you see how comfortable Kuzma is from there. I mean, he knows he has the size and touch needed to be effective.
Outside Gordon. And the turnover again by Houston. Since the All-Star break, these guys have been on fire. Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, these are your second half scoring leaders. LeBron James second. Fourth, James Harden.
And check that out. These two guys have settled into a tremendous rhythm here, scoring the basketball since the break.
Bradley's checked in for Alex Caruso. The Rockets also changing it up. Robert Covington's checked in for Ben McLemore. And it's James Harden in for Eric Gordon.
I mean, it's time for him to take over. He's played it cool long enough, and I think he realizes that.
Rockets leading by 20. Here's Harden. Covington trying to break free. Harden's shot is good. Harden's got 34 points.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Back to Rondo. Outside Bradley. Westbrook with the steal. Goes up. And finished off by Westbrook.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
There's 57 seconds left here in the third quarter. High post Howard. Rebounded by Covington. Covington's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And it's Westbrook, that time on the assist by Harden. Westbrook's got 10 points here in the second half. And it's Rondo with the ball for Los Angeles. Outside Bradley. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Bradley's got 5 now.
And you know what? While Bradley is focused on shooting more threes and less two-point jumpers, I mean, when you're feeling it, you got to let it fly, guy.
Back to Westbrook. From beyond the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Westbrook's got 13 points now in the quarter.
I mean, logs his first 3 of the second half after nailing 2 in the first. They don't want to let this fella get going.
Here's Kuzma. Can't cash in from close range.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
And so it's Houston, rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Howard is out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's J.R. Smith. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Cook in at the 1 spot. That's the Laker 5. Caldwell-Pope for 3. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And Caldwell-Pope can be a volume 3-point shooter, meaning when he gets a lot of attempts from there, he can fill it up from downtown.
Pass to Carroll. In the corner, it's Westbrook for 3. A 3-pointer is right on target. Westbrook's got 32 points.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
And there's the call on Chandler. That is his first foul of the game. 2-time NBA champion Michael Thompson says the arm muscles, Chris, on today's players don't measure up with what they used to be. Is that even important?
You know what? He's right, but I don't know how important that is unless, you just want to bring the gun show to the games and pull out the arms and the curls and say, check out these muscles. But now I think, it's a lot different. And make no mistake, even though that is a true comment, the players of today are much more athletic than his day and my day. And I think that's because of technology. They understand core strength. They understand dieting. They understand rest. And so many, they're privy to so much information that we didn't have. But yeah, no more curls. It doesn't seem like there are any more Karl Malone 24-inch pythons, brother, out there in any of these games.
Outside Westbrook, from deep 3-point range, it's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got assist number 8 now on the night. Lakers have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Rondo against Westbrook. Here's McGee, an easy 2 points on the layup. McGee's got 4 this quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Covington, and it's sent back by Howard.
Howard, one of the league's most feared rim protectors in the league.
Rondo looking over the floor. McGee inside. Carroll covering. got a hand on it. And here's Gordon from outside, and another three for Houston.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
James against Gordon. And it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the NBA is seeming to be at the crossroads of sports and fashion and Chris, music. Do you think it's always
Lord,
been
Kevin.
this interwoven?
Oh, Kevin, please. You see the outfits they're wearing now? Now I got to be like the old fuddy-duddy, the old guy. Oh, my goodness. Guys are basically coming into the game like, did you turn on the lights before you got dressed in your closet? I mean, I know it's fashion. I'm not speaking about any one guy, but wow. I'm telling you, they're taking fashion to another level. And even though I joke about it, it's always fun anticipating what type of outfit I'm going to see guys walk in. Especially, I mean, come on. I love their games, and then I look and I say, wow. They have to be confident on the court because they wore that to the game today. They're confident in life all around.
Overall, right.
Yeah.
Outside, Green, Covington with the steal. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. Harden has a wide open look. Second chance shot. A nice shot by Tucker.
Now there's the grit we've come to expect from Tucker. Getting into position for the rebound and getting some points out of it.
It's LeBron with the drive. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Outside Westbrook. And there's the pass to Harden. Knocks down the three ball. Harden's got 37.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Passes it to LeBron. And the dunk by James.
And you think of all the different images in your mind over the years of James attacking the rim.
And it's Houston's ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Count that bucket. Westbrook's got 40 points.
He's kept the integrity of their offense tonight by moving and cutting and scoring every time they've needed him to.
Here's the teardrop, and Rondo with the lay-in.
And at his best is Rondo when he's attacking in the paint. Beautiful little floater there. Easy to get it up and over the defense.
Westbrook with a wide-open look. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. 43 points for Russell Westbrook.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
Rondo, no good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. With the G League growing by leaps and bounds, one is now being brought to Mexico City, Chris.
I mean, first of all, let's go back to last season. Did you see how crazy those fans were in Jurassic Park in Toronto?
Yeah, they love it.
Can you imagine Mexico? Oh, my
They'll
God.
love it.
This
You
would
better
be
believe
great.
it.
Mexico City, yeah. Let's bring everyone in, all the fans in. And what I really love is that it's for the home fan base. So when I think of the Toronto Raptors, I think about the city of Toronto. I think about Canada and how it's theirs. And even though we're one league, that team is theirs, and they take that pride on, and it just brings so much more excitement. Can you imagine all the people in Mexico City being excited for their team? Oh, I want to be at one of the first games when that happens because I know the crowd is going to be sick. It's going to be crazy. I want to be there.
13 feet away. Again, Los Angeles.
And Rondo, as good as anybody with his hand, though, it's like that ball's on a string.
Harden dishes to Rivers. Back to Harden. Off target from outside.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to McGee. Back to James. The rebound by Jeff Green. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here is Mbamute. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on LeBron James. No good on the free throw.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
J.R. Smith's checked in for Los Angeles. Bradley comes in for Rajon Rondo. Ben McLemore, he's checked in for Houston. Bradley passes to Smith. And here's McGee. 6 to shoot. Bradley with the ball. Now Green defending. And another three for the Lakers.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Here's McLemore. And Mbamute kicks to McLemore. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
McGee finds Bradley. Back to McGee. Lets it go from deep. But they get it back. Tipped away. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz.
And that matchup against the Hornets, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Cook is checked in for Los Angeles. And a change for the Rockets. Chandler's checked in. On the wing, Cephalosha, covered by Smith. Los Angeles has gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And with the likely return of prep to pro prospects, Chris, some have argued for a high school combine to help determine who's ready to make the leap and who isn't.
I'm not really there with the high school combine. I still think that, you still have a level of college or a level of professionalism that can happen after. And I don't believe until you're ready to be evaluated for the pros immediately, should you have that combine. Your bodies are still growing. I talked to Jaren Jackson just yesterday, and he told me that he grew 2 inches over last summer. So I think it's a little unfair to judge these guys that early when their bodies and mentality still has a lot of development left.
Chandler, no good. And Los Angeles guys shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Cook, the pass to McGee. Cook kicks to McGee. Bradley dishes to McGee. Lakers passing it around. 4 on the clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Cook, good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Yeah, good job. Just staying alert there, snatching up that long rebound.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. And the Lakers making a change here. Howard's checked in. Now here's Rivers. He's covered closely. Here is Mbamute, and he can't bank that one in. And it's Cook with the ball for Los Angeles. Chris, regarding the overstated pre-draft concerns about Luka Doncic, even as the game goes international, it seemed like many GMs are scared to go all in on European players.
And rightfully so. It's a new area, and if they're not immersed into the culture, it may be a little more trepidation on that end. But I would just say, just look at the really the great stories. Whether you're talking about the Vlade Divas or the Sabos that came into the game, and even you can
Dirk
go to
Nowitzki.
Marshall
all
Lonis,
these
Dirk
guys.
Nowitzki. Yeah, come on, Porzingis. We got a lot of great players from overseas that have shown us that they can make the way. But the mistake would be is thinking just because someone lives close to them, they would have the game of a Dirk Nowitzki, and that's not true. So you need to do your due diligence, but I think European players have already proved the type of heart, skill set, and mindset that they come to this game with, which is at the top.
Morris against Mbamute finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Mbamute has got 5 points now in the quarter. Los Angeles has gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's his first foul. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth. Here is Cook. He's guarded by Rivers. Cook, the pass to Howard. That's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
Love the focus from Howard. So excellent at draining difficult shots over the defense.
Rivers dishes to Chandler. Here is Mbamute, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Houston.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And this will make it 51 victories for them on the year.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Russell Westbrook.
No fatigue in this fella tonight. Tireless, grinding out every possession and leading their offense.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Dwight Howard. Lakers shooting fairly well in the fourth, around 48%. Here is Cook. That's a 2 from Smith. And the Lakers get it back.
And the offensive rebounding, really the story here today. Even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the board.
That's his second personal foul.
That free throw missing. Good on the second free throw.
They're looking to get the most out of every possession. Frustrated to miss even one free throw right now.
There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Another miss by Houston.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Look at Morris break down the defense on this play. If they leave one of his guys open, he's going to get it to him fast.
McLemore inside the line, and some very quick points for him on that possession.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game, a sustained effort across the board.
And the wide open shot from Morris. It's good from long range.
Morris is excellent at cashing in on the catch and shoot. I mean, he's terrific at firing off the pass.
Cephalosha finds Chandler. Now Mbamute. From deep, McLemore off the mark. So we see Houston taking the W here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.